The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour break. Amateur radio operators will be called in by province. When you check in, please give me your call sign using proper phonetics. And after all the maritime stations are called in, the stations from outside the area will have a chance to check in between rounds 1 and 2. Just a quick reminder that due to a delay in the fusion system, please key up for a second or two before transmitting. And keep the push to talk button pressed for a couple more seconds after your transmission has finished. Break. Alrighty, first of all, do we have any announcements for the net? Any announcements? Please come now to VE1 CSE. Alrighty, no announcements? Alright, this is VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion Net. And it's time for short time stations first before we start the provinces. Any stations which are short time can't stay connected to the net, please come down with your call sign. VE1 CSE standing by.
Charlie Lima Bravo. Thank you. One Delta E.
Sir Echo 9, a Golf Charlie Portable.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray. VE1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Lima, Quebec. KL4WL.
Alrighty, I'll read back the list. There were a couple of ones which I missed because all I heard was the word mobile and one keyed up, but I couldn't catch it on the display here. Alright, so far I have VE1 CLB, VE1 or VE9 EUV mobile, VE1 MW, VE9 Golf Charlie Portable, VE1 FOX, and Kilo Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Lima, Quebec. Alright, the other short time stations coming in. Just remember, do it phonetically and take your time. I'll copy it down. VE1 CSE standing by for further short time stations.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, VE9 PKV.
Alrighty, I also have VE9 PKV. Alright, let's start with the short time list. Go with our mobile and portable first. VE9 EUV mobile, VE1 CSE, good evening.
VE1 CSE, VE9 EUV mobile. Evening, Rob, and good evening, everyone else with the Maritime Net this evening. Mark here in Oromocto right now. Not too bad today. It's a few little flurries on and off for the whole day. I guess we had about 15, 20 centimeters of snow, and it was heavy stuff, but it's all cleaned up now. It's not a whole lot done on that front. A bit of a project going on with an old ATV, and picked up some parts of Canadian Tire, and heading over to grab some groceries while my son's at cadets. So why not waste a trip to town anyway? So sounded much better there, Rob. Whatever you did, you were really, really, really quiet the first time, or maybe it was just me. But anyway, thanks for calling me in, Rob, and hopefully lots of check-ins here tonight. I'll be listening along my errands. So 7-3 for now, and we'll hear you again soon. VE1 CSE, VE9 EV, back to net control.
VE9 EUV Mobile, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Mark. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. And you have yourself a great and safe evening there, and safe travels in the mobile. Thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. VE9 EUV Mobile, VE1 CSE 73. All right, let's see. Our portable next. Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie Portable, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Gordon.
V1 CSE with the Wednesday Night Fusion Net, Victor Echo 9 Golf Charlie Portable. Good evening there, Robert. Coming to you this evening from Fredericton on the nose, but the internet here is a bit flaky, so I dropped out there a couple of times when I was listening to Mark, and actually disconnected completely and then came back up again. So I'm going to keep this short. Just wanted to pop in and say good evening. Interesting day weather-wise. I had everything from nice clear roads to heavy snow, back to clear roads to mid-intermediate snow, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Anyway, thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling me in. The E1 CSE with the Maritime Fusion Net, the E9 GC Portable.
VE9 GC Portable, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Gordon. Doing great there. Glad to have you on board this evening. Yep, you didn't cut out once, so you're doing good there. Glad to have you on board, and thank you very much for your ticket, sir. Greatly appreciate it, and wish you a great, safe evening there, you and yours and the family. And, hey, we'll be chatting with you tomorrow morning when I do the Maritime Community Wake Up Net. Hi. Alrighty, have yourself a good one there, Gordon. VE9 GC Portable, VE1 CSE 73. Alright, well, you know how curiosity works with a cat. Well, we're not dead yet, so let's try that Kilo Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Lima, Quebec. If you could give us your name phonetically and your location there. KF4 WLQ VE1 CSE standing by for you.
This is KF4 WLQ. The name here is Wes, Whiskey Echo Sam, Wes, and I'm located in Dawson Springs, Kentucky. That is Dawson Springs, Kentucky. I just jumped in here to check in real quick. Don't really have any comments or nothing. I listen to y'all all the time, but just don't ever check in. Thought I'd jump in here today and check in with y'all. But like I say, I don't have no comments or nothing. Just wanted to check in. So I'll turn it back to net control. This is Kilo Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Lima, Quebec.
KF4 Whiskey Lima, Quebec, VE1 CSE returning. Good evening, Wes. Hey, you're doing great there, just like you were sitting next to me instead of down in Nelson Springs there in Kentucky. Oh, glad to have you on board this evening, sir. And I thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. Kilo Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Lima, Quebec. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo 73. All right, going over to Clifford. How's things in Wedgeport there, sir? BE1 CLB, BE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE. Good evening there, Robert, and everybody on the Maritime Fusion Net. Here in Wedgeport, it's not being too bad. Got a weather advice or alert that there was supposed to be rain for the next 24 hours. So rain much better than snow. It's much easier to shovel rain. Not much going on here. We trying to get more into this fusion thing, and well, it's starting to get there. Anyway, just thought we'd give you a checker and a little comment. We finally figured out. I've got the little Yaesu FT70D. And every time I was keying up, I was getting a little bit of a noise and that, and couldn't figure what it was. And my audio was kind of low. Well, come to find out, the radio has got a mic gain. First radio that I've had, outside of HF that's got a mic gain. So I cranked it up to 9. So now I guess I'm booming, no problem. Anyway, with that, we'll say 73, and we'll patiently or enjoyably listen to the rest of the net. Maybe, you never know, I might check in again next week. So VE1 CSE, VE1 Charlie Lima Bravo from downtown Wedgeport.
VE1 CLB, VE1 CSE returning. Good evening to you, sir. You're doing great there. Glad to have you checking in from Wedgeport. Don't mind me, I'm searching for my spare battery. I use the FT5 with my node. And, well, the nice thing is it can send out only 100 milliwatts, so it doesn't overload the inputs there on the radio. And of course, me standing right next to it, that's probably not a good thing either. But anyway, I thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And you and yours, have yourselves a great and safe evening now. VE1 CLB, VE1 CSE 73. Oh, and also, thanks for letting us know about the advisory there. Rain for the next 24 hours, and yes, indeed, it is good, better to shovel. Alrighty, next up, going over to Mike, VE1 MW, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Well, you got half the call sign right, Robert. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo, Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee. I'm just in and out. I got something else going on to go, so I figured I'd give you a mark on this light. 7-3 to all. V1 Mike Yankee.
Oh, my apologies, Mike. My goodness. Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee, VE1 CSE returning. Yeah, doing good there. Glad to have you on board. Hey, you had a phenomenal net this morning there. And I'm glad to hear that you're settling in there to the Wednesday mornings. Hi. Oh, you and yours, have yourselves a great and safe evening, and thank you for checking in there again there, Mike. I greatly appreciate it. VE1 MY, VE1 CSE 73. Over to Curtis next. How's things at 3 Mile Plains, sir? VE1 FOX, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo, with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Well, good evening to you, Robert. Good evening to all the other operators on this evening. Well, we're doing fine.
except for our ears. We haven't got the infection of our ears yet, so everything just sounds still weird in my head. Seeing doctors on it, so you can make an appointment to see ear and nose specialist for that purpose, and hopefully it'll get them ringing and banging and smashing out of me head. It doesn't sound too good then when you're on the radio and that's crackling and going through your ears. So anyways, we're still putting up with that. But besides that, I guess everything's fine. Otherwise here we got about 4 inches of snow yesterday, and then last night it turned into rain. This afternoon the sun was shining, nice out there, and now she's all overcast and getting foggy. So there we be, Robert. That's the forecast here in 3 Mile Plains there for sure this evening. Anyhow, we'll just say 7-3 all around. Everybody have a great evening along with you, and take care. Thanks for calling me into the net. Thanks for doing it. And we'll turn it back to you. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. 7-3, Robert. Take care. Have a great evening. VE1, FOX, clear.
VE1, FOX, VE1, CSE, good evening, Curtis. Hey, 4 inches, so that's about 20 centimeters of snow there. But yeah, you got a bit more than us. I think we averaged about 2 inches or so here. Still just created more inconvenience and a mess than anything else. Oh, glad to have you on board there from 2 Mile Plains, and I thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there, Curtis. Hope to hear from you tomorrow morning there as well. Hi. VE1 FOX, VE1 CSE 73. Over to Parvin. Things in Shediac, sir. Victor Echo 9, Papa, Kilo Victor, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen speaking from Sackville. Things are just fine over here. Don't have much snow on the ground right now. And I don't know how much we had, but not all that much. 73 to all. Know the traffic, 73 to all. And thanks for checking me in. Talk to you tomorrow morning.
VE9 PKV, VE1 CSE. Good evening there, Parvin. Doing great there. Fabulous job. Sackville. I don't know why I keep thinking Shediac. My apologies. Hey, glad to have you on board. Look forward to your check-in tomorrow as well there. And understand your short time as well. So you and yours have yourselves a great and safe evening there, sir. VE9 PKV, VE1 CSE 73. All right, we're at the bottom of the short time list. So we're going to start by provinces. Going to call in stations from Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island at this time, and I'm hoping George gets through because, I'll make sure that I leave a good minute just to make sure that the PEI repeaters can get linked up here. So, PEI stations. Any VY2 stations, please come now as call sign. VE1 CSE is standing by for you. Alrighty, no stations for PEI yet. Although I'll just do a personal call out to George, see if he's on with us there. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot, VY2 GF, VE1 CSE with the Maritime Fusion Net calling. Okay, well, we tried. I'll take them off the list for now. Alrighty, so next we're going to do stations in We'll twist you around a little bit this week. We're going to do Nova Scotia next. Any stations from BE1, BA1, and BL1 land. BE1 CSE is standing by for your call sign. Come now.
Vector Echo 1, Juliet, Whiskey V1, JW. Victor Echo 1, Whiskey X-Ray, VE1, WX in the mobile.
Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor, V1KEV.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, BE1JBL.
Victor Echo 1, Echo Papa Delta.
Alrighty, just wanted to make sure that we left a nice amount of room in there just in case. So far with stations from Nova Scotia, I have BE1JW, BE1WX Mobile, BE1KEV, BE1JBL, Victor Echo 1 Charlie Alpha, and Victor Echo 1 Echo Papa Delta. Alright, let's go with our mobile first there. BE1 WX Mobile, BE1 CSE. Good evening, Derek. Come on in.
VE1 CSE, VE1 WX Mobile on the Maritime Fusion Wires X, whatever you want to call it, net. Good evening there, Robert, and all the other pleasant amateurs on board. You know who you are. Just driving home from work, in and out of snow showers here on the number 1 highway, just coming up into Tinville ball fields currently. We're not too far, only weeks, I don't know, a couple of months maybe from Apple Blossom here in the valley. We did see some pussy willows out on our walk the other night around the Miners Marsh in Kentville. So things are trying, but this old man winter is hugging quite closely. Too close for comfort sometimes for this time of the year, Robert. Anyway, we'll turn it over to you, good net, and 732 to all the good amateurs out there, VE1WX Mobile.
VE1 WX Mobile, VE1 CSE. Good evening to you, Derek. Doing great there in the mobile. Glad to have you on board, sir. And, hey, well, that's good that certain vegetation is coming to life again now. Let's hope that they don't be premature, and then all of a sudden they'll get mixed up. Grow leaves and then get rid of them again. Anyway, hey, glad to have you on board this evening, Derek. Thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciated. I wish you would, sir, a great and safe evening there. BE1 WX Mobile, BE1 CSE 73. Now we're going back to Eric there. BE1 JW, BE1 CSE. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Robert. Everyone that got a good net going so far there. Nice to hear Derek on. Haven't chatted for a while. And everybody else that's on as well. Just a quiet evening here, I guess. I think it's probably a little bit of rain here. Yeah, well, I guess I didn't realize we get that much rain today, but I think some of it was probably rain and melting snow, but mostly rain. But almost 7.5 millimeters since last night, so that's pretty good.
And the driveway's all melted out. Didn't have to shovel anything. It all self-cleaned itself, and the deck and the steps and the patio, everything cleaned itself. I don't know. When we went to bed last night, I think we had about, I don't know, a couple of centimeters, probably, maybe a little bit more, but didn't have a whole lot of wet, heavy snow, so I'm glad it cleaned itself. It would have been heavy to try to move, so that was good. And I don't know, I think they're talking maybe 1 or 2 centimeters again tonight, and likely it'll be wet, heavy stuff again, so hopefully it will clear itself tomorrow on its own. We'll cross our fingers that it does. Other than that, just playing on the computer here and listening with interest, V1JW.
V1JW, V1CSE, good evening to you, Eric. Doing great there. I acknowledge your 7.5 millimeters of rain there, and the driveway's all clear. Yeah, currently here in the minus, we've got rain and snow showers at the moment. Temperature +1. Barometer's down to 99.4 kilopascals, so yep, it's definitely something's going to happen. Now, it was 101 a few hours earlier, so that would explain the slight headache I have. Anyway, yeah, wind out of the southwest there at 11 kilometers an hour. Yeah, that +1 actually feels like -2. Okay. Well, enough for the weather in my area here. Glad to have you on board this evening there, Eric. Thank you very much for your ticket, sir. Greatly appreciate it. I wish you would yours a great and safe evening then. BE1JW, BE1CSE, 73. Alrighty, over to Kevin. Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor, BE1CSE, good evening.
Yeah, very good evening, Robert. V1CSE for the Wednesday Night Fusion Net. V1 Kilo Echo Victor. Good evening there, and good evening to Jim there coming up behind us, and good evening to Eric and Derek and Cliff down in Wedgieport. Nice to hear you tonight, Cliff. Good evening to all on the net there. And Robert, I guess I heard as well coming up there. Charlie Alpha. Anyway, just got back from McDonald's there. We just grabbed one of them lovely green milkshakes before St. Paddy's Day is over with. So we certainly do enjoy those. So we just got back from getting one of those and get into the shack here. We're playing on FT8 here for a little while. A little bit there this afternoon, and then it's still playing on here this evening as well. Anyway, it's lots of fun, that's for sure, and listening along to the net. So have a great net. Thanks for doing it there, and thanks for calling us in, and have yourself a great evening, and we'll probably check with you there in the morning. 7-3, Robert, V1CSE from V1KEV.
V1KEV, V1CSE, good evening to you, Kevin. Hey, yeah, that's right, because today being the 15th, this is the Ides of March, kind of a bad day for Caesar, but anyway, yeah, so glad to hear you're enjoying the Shamrock Shake there, and hey, you were playing around with FT8, all right, good for you, sir. Yeah, I'll say thank you very much for checking in there, Kevin. Greatly appreciate it. I wish you and your family a great, safe evening there. Yeah, look forward to your check-in tomorrow morning. Hi. VE1 KEV, VE1 CSE, 7-3. Over to Jim, Victor Echo 1, Juliet, Bravo Lima, VE1 CSE, good evening, sir.
VE1 CSE at the Maritime Fusion at VE1 JBL. Good evening, Robert, and Kevin going out the door there, and all the others, and good to hear you on there. Thanks for doing the net tonight, Robert. Great as usual, and look forward to the recap after the net there. So we're just listening along, Robert, so have yourself a good net there. VE1 CSE in the Maritime Fusion net from VE1 JBL, Jim Open Tignish Bridge, 7-3.
VE1JBL, VE1 CSE returning. Good evening to you, Jim. Doing great there, and glad to have you on board this evening, sir. And, hey, it's always fun. I like doing this net. It's, you have a chance to have people from around the world check in with you, like our Kentucky station there this evening there, Wes. That was a surprise, and hey, it was a welcome surprise. Oh, glad to have you on board, Jim. Thank you again for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. I wish you and yours a great and safe evening. VE1 JDL, VE1 CSE 73. Over to Rob, Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, VE1 CSE. Good evening, sir.
VE1 CSE, VE1 Charlie Alpha here. Good evening to you and to Jim and Kevin and all the rest there that can hear me and are listening there. Well, not too much to report here. Just hoping you get lots of check-ins there this evening, and that's sounding good. And we had a good meeting there, club meeting last night. And other than the weather being a little wacky here, I guess we can't complain too much. We'll say 7-3 and hope everyone has a good evening. VE1 CSE, VE1 Charlie Alpha.
VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Charlie Sierra Echo. Good evening, Rob. Doing great there. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. And thank you very much for your check-in. And I wish you and yours a great, safe evening there, Rob. You take her easy, and we look forward to your short-time check-in there tomorrow morning. Hi. VE1 CA, VE1 CSE 73. Now we're going over to Paul in West Pubnico here. He's last on the list here. Victor Echo 1, Echo Papa Delta, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE, VE1 EPD. I usually don't go by Paul, I go by the name of Edwin. Echo Delta Whiskey, India, November. But anyway, my call sign's the call sign. And nothing to report. It's just listening along, having a good net. And I'll sign off. By the way, VE1 CB was on here before me. So you could call him in, and he's probably there waiting. VE1 CFE, VE1 EPD, 7-3.
VE1 EPD, VE1 CSC returning. Oh, thanks for letting me know there, Edwin. Greatly appreciate it. I'll call in CB next there. And glad to have you checking in there from West Pubnico, and doing great there. Hey, you and yours have yourselves a great, safe evening there. And glad to have you on board there. VE1 EPD, VE1 CSE 7-3. All right, Victor Echo 1, Charlie Bravo, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE, VE1 Charlie Bravo. Name here is Claude. Charlie London Alpha, Uniform Delta Echo. Thanks for calling me in, and as everybody else today, was a mixture of a day. We had some rain, mostly sun, and raining again. I only have one comment. Is last week, after the net was over, I answered a JA1, and if I remember correctly, was LWQ from Tokyo, Japan. Now, he said that he would try to be on tonight, so I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to wait for some time. Nothing else to report? Victor Echo 1, Charlie Bravo, 73, VE1 CSE.
VE1 CV, VE1 CSE, good evening, Claude. Glad to have you checking in there from Tuscan. Hey, last week, hey, a contact from Tokyo. Perfect. Well, there'll be, all those stations will be called in right after round one New Brunswick there, which is coming up next. Well, thank you very much for your ticket, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. VE1 CV, VE1 CSE, 73. All right, we're at the bottom of the list, starting round one, New Brunswick, and the stations from BE9, VA9 land, waiting to check on in. Here's your chance. BE1 CSE is standing by for you.
VE9 DEN.
VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo, VE9 OSK.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Papa Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
Victor Echo Alpha.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, VE9 PIN / VE2.
Victor Echo 9, Alpha India, VE9 AI.
Alrighty, we have 7 stations here from New Brunswick. I'll read them back here. I have VE9 DEN, VE9 OSK, VE1 PGF, VE9 MTV, VE9 VEA. Almost sounded like he was trying to do some rap music there. VE9 PIN / VE2. And also Victor Echo 9 Alpha India. Did I miss anyone or anyone else from New Brunswick? Please come down with the call sign. VE1 CSE standing by.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima.
Alrighty, we got you in here, Paul, as well. Alright, let's go to VE9 DEN, VE1 CSE. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Robert. VE1 CSE, VE9 DEN, with the Maritime Fusion Net this evening. Yeah, the handle here is Dennis, and located in Dalhousie, New Brunswick. And I'm operating FC5 using the VE2 RIN repeater, which is about 70 kilometers away from me, 70 miles, put it that way. And it's a straight line there. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's far enough. But it's working great, so there you go. I had a beautiful day here today, and hopefully tomorrow will be the same. We had a little snow last night, a little rain today, but it was beautiful. No complaint at all. A lot easier to shovel the rain than shovel the snow, as I heard a while ago, which the gentleman is right. So thanks for doing the net. You have a great evening, a great net, and thanks again. VE1 CSE, VE9 DEN. Denny here in Dalhousie, over.
VE9DEN, VE1CSE. Good evening, Denny. Doing great there for Dalhousie. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Coming through just like we were sitting next to each other here, chewing the fat. Hi. Oh, glad to have you on board, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciated. I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. VE9DEN, VE1CSE, 7-3. Over to Oscar, Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE, V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Good evening, Robert, and everybody on the Fusion Net. Going Ming here from the on my node. No traffic. Just want to give you a number for your slate there. 73 Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo.
VE9 OSK, VE1 CSE, good evening to you, Roger. Or Oscar, I mean, sorry. Oh, good to have you on board this evening, sir. Doing great there, and I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. You take her easy. VE9 OSK, VE1 CSE, 7-3. Now, I have this call sign wrong. Because it's nowhere on the lookup there. I thought I copied Victor Echo 1 Papa Golf Foxtrot, but I may be mistaken. That station, if you could come in phonetically, and welcome aboard. Come on in.
VE1 CSE, this is Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa Foxtrot. My name is Gord, Golf Oscar Romeo Delta, Robert, and I'm sorry to step in here in the New Brunswick thing, but I can't stay around any longer tonight. You're running a wonderful net, and I'm coming to you through an FT70 on a FTM 200. I'm very new to this fusion. I like it very much after a long time working with DMR. It's absolutely wonderful. So it's a really nice net to listen to tonight, Robert. Sorry I can't stay around any longer, but my best to all of you on the net. Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa Foxtrot.
VE1 GPF, VE1 CSE. Oh, I thought I had something wrong there. Oh, glad to have you on board this evening, Gord. You're doing great there. And thank you very much for your check-in. I understand your short time, so you have yourself a great and safe evening there. And again, thanks for the check-in. VE1 GPF, VE1 CSE, 7-3. All right, over to Mike. 6 in Irishtown, sir. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE1 CSE, bienvenue.
Yeah, VE1 CSE with the Maritime Fusion Net, VE9 MTV. Mike here in Irishtown. Good evening there, Robert. Good evening to everybody else checking in there. Heard Denis and Paul and everybody else, and Gordon there, and Bert coming up there. Hi, Bert, in V2 line. Well, we had almost as much snow this afternoon as we had overnight, so I think I shoveled about at least a good 4 inches there this afternoon, so yeah, got that done. So it's -1 here presently, and I think it's probably raining or close to it. No wind. And I did notice, Robert, that you're coming through the node there with your FT5, but there's no position or no distance showing up, so you must not have your GPS or your APRS set there. And if you go on your WireRec software on the file, you go there on your settings, and it's right on the top there, location setting. You can set it there, either a GPS or a set location. That way there people will know how far you are from but that's good to have. I saw Mark there with the FT5. His display was showing up. Also Gord with the FT3 and Jim with the FT300. We got your position and distance, so it's nice to have anyway. Just thought I'd mention that. Might be able to check that out there when you're done. So thanks for doing the net there, Robert. Doing a good job, and hi to everybody on the net. And hopefully this will be one of the last white stuff coming down there. We're at the end of it almost there, so hopefully we'll get rid of a lot of it and get ready for some nice summer coming up. And also the SMART there, symposium there, looking forward to that too. So 7-3 Robert, have a good net there. VE1 CSE, VE9 MTV.
VE9 MTV, VE1 CSE, good evening to you, Mike. Yeah, the APRS seems to do a good number on the battery, I find. So I mainly turn it off unless I'm going outside somewhere, and I plan to use digital. Of course, although that doesn't happen too often either. But hey, yeah, I'll see if I can turn it back on, just so that I can kill off this battery. I have a spare, and you know, it was starting to get low. That's why I started to look for the other battery. Anyway, glad to have you on board this evening, Mike. Thank you very much for your ticket, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll say to you and yours, have yourselves a great and safe evening there. VE9 MTV, VE1 CSE 73. Now, let's hope Vern's done with the rap music there. Let's see if we can get him checked in here. Good evening, Vern. Victor Echo 9, Victor Echo Alpha, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 Charlie Sierra Echo. Wednesday night Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Robert. Good evening to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequency there for sure. And all that good stuff. Anyhow, Robert, we have no traffic. We're just coming in to give you a mark on the board and a bean in the barrel and participate. So, no traffic. Nice to hear your melodious harmonics on the NATIS controller tonight. We really enjoy it when we hear you in there. So, Robert, that's about it out of me. We'll wish everybody on frequency a great evening, what's left of it. Fantastic wake-up call tomorrow. 7-3 to all. 88 the ladies. Special good evening to Scanner. Listeners, and 7-3s, everybody. Thanks for doing that, Robert. Thanks for calling us in and putting up with my foolishness for one more week. Hopefully we'll be around again next week to aggravate the airwaves a little bit more. 7-3s, everybody. Bye-bye.
VE9, VEA, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Vern. Hey, that was beautiful. Loud and clear, no problems whatsoever, no drops. Whatever you did, you fixed it. So don't touch it again, though. Glad to have you on board this evening there, Vern. Hey, it's always good to hear from you there from New Brunswick with the round check-ins there. And I wish you a great and safe evening as well, sir. And thank you again for your check-in. Always greatly appreciate it. VE9, VEA, VE1, CSE 73. All right, let's go to Bert. He's in VE2 land there. VE9 PIN/VE2, VE1 CSE. Good evening, sir. Come on in.
Good evening, everyone. We're down here in the Gaspé Coast in past Bibiac, 14 miles from Grand-Anse, New Brunswick. We're where they used to swim across the bay. We're down here for Natalie's birthday today in the area, and yeah, we're gonna have to go a day earlier because our hockey team, the Blizzard, are playing Friday night. We're only supposed to go back Saturday because we have to be in the Riviera du Loup for brunch on Sunday. So yeah, we'll have to go back Friday afternoon. I think they're calling for other kinds of snow stuff there, but we shouldn't have a problem. We only had about maybe 4 or 5 inch here, although the snowbanks along the road were about 1.5 feet high. But this afternoon it was melting. No sun, but melting. Well, it's 73 to all. Have a pleasant evening and a good rest of the week. Have a good one.
VE9 PIN slash VE2 VE1 CSE. Good evening to you, Bert. Doing great there. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. And I thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening and safe travels while you're in VE2 land there. Hi, hi. VE9 PIN slash VE2 VE1 CSE. Still true. Over to Gary next. Victor Echo 9 says, I see AI. The first thing I think of is artificial intelligence. Good evening, Gary. VE1 CSE. Standing by for you.
VE1 CSE Net Control, VE9 AI. Good evening to one and all. Everybody ahead of me and behind. Too many names to mention there. But anyway, yeah, AI doesn't stand for that. It stands for always in trouble. Anyway, I think that storm came up from Nova Scotia. You should have filtered the snow out before you sent it up here. But nasty stuff, wet and hard stuff to shovel this morning. The blower wanted to clog, so anyway, it's hard to say there. Mike said that maybe we wouldn't have many left, but don't count it out. I've seen storms in May, so you never know what's around the corner, I guess. Anyway, with that, we'll say good evening to one and all. Everybody have a great week. Hope to see everybody next week. VE9 AI clear.
VE9 AI, VE1 CSE. Good evening to you, Gary. Doing good there. Nice signal, and glad to have you on board. Thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. And hopefully, I've heard you check into the wake up out there, so let's hope you get a chance to check in tomorrow as well there. Hi, hi. Well, VE9 AI, VE1 CSE, 7-3 here. All right, over to Paul, and let's see how his neck of the woods in Irishtown is. VE9 PAL, VE1 CSE, good evening.
Yeah, V1 CSE, this is V9 PAL. How you doing there, Robert, Mike, and Gordon, and everybody else on the net? Yeah, 0 degree. Well, it looks like a winter wonderland here. All that snow is just heavy right on top of the tree, and it's all white. I think tomorrow morning we might have a few more centimeters there, but I think we have enough, but you never know. Anyway, that's doing the driveway. All you've seen is just gravel flying all over the place. It's really hard to snow blow that stuff. And I ain't capable of shoveling right now because of my heart, so let the sand fly. Anyway, you guys all take care and have a great week. V9 PAL.
VE9 PAL, VE1 CSE, good evening to you, Paul. Well, yeah, if you start having heart palpitations and that, you definitely want to not pick up that shovel. Yeah. Oh, hey, you got family members. They could do it for you there. Hi, hi. Oh, glad to have you on board this evening, Paul. And look forward to your check-ins tomorrow morning there. And you and yours have yourselves a great and safe evening there, sir. VE9 PAL, VE1 CSE 73. All right, that's the end of round one. At this time, we now do a call out for any stations anywhere on the planet which are connected to the room here, which wish to check in this evening. VE1 CSE standing by, all stations.
VE9 VA recheck, Rob.
Victor Echo 1 Delta Sierra Sierra VE1 DSS.
VE1 GUI. VE1 GUI. Oh, mobile. VE1 Juliet Sierra.
Okay, thought I'd leave an extra station there. I believe I only have 5 out of 7, I think there was there. Let's see, or actually 3 out of 6. I have VE9 VEA recheck, VE1 DSS, and VE1 JS. There was one which said mobile. I couldn't quite catch it, and the call signs were jumping around, and I couldn't quite see the rest there. The other stations, if you could try one more time, greatly appreciate it. VE1 CSE standing by for you.
VE1 GUI. ED.
Victor Echo 1 Delta Echo Sierra VE1 DES.
Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo.
Victor Echo 9 Mike Alpha Hotel.
Alrighty, so we have VE9 VEA recheck, VE1 DSS, VE1 JS, VE1 GUI, VE1 DES, VE9 CUV, and VE9 Mike Alpha Hotel. Alright, let's go to the top of the list there. We'll take our recheck first there. VE9 VEA, come on in again there, Vern, standing by for you. VE1 CSE.
VE9 VEA recheck, yeah. Yeah, Rob, I just got a quick thing for Bert there, VE9PIN/2. I want him to wish Natalie a big happy birthday for me. And I got a question for him. Bert, how old was Natalie today? 16? 73, everybody.
Wow, you were back to the rap music again there, Vern. Don't quite know what's happening there. If you want to try one more time, we'll give you a chance there. VE9 VEA, VE1 CSE. Try again.
V1 CSE. Can you hear me okay, Rob? Over.
Yeah, you're doing great now. Go ahead there, Vern.
Rob, I'll try one more time. The program quit there one time, and I don't know, something else is weird with this thing another time, so go from there. Outside of that, Rob, I just had I wanted Bert, VE9PIN/2, to wish Natalie a big happy birthday for me. And I also had a question for Bert. Bert, how old was Natalie today? 16? VE1 CSE, VE9 VEA.
VE9 VEA, VE1 CSE. All right, let's see if he's still about there. VE9 PIN, VE1 CSE. You have permission to speak to VE1 or VE9 VEA. Let me know when I can continue there. VE1 PIN or VE9 PIN. My apologies. VE1 CSE. Go ahead.
Well, Natalie says thank you there. I yelled to her. She's in the other room watching TV with her mom. She said thank you for the birthday wish. And at your age, you should know that you never ask a woman for her age. So myself, I see she's 49. So that would be that. Hi.
Okay, thanks, Bert. VE1 CSE, VE9 Victor Echo Alpha, clear with VE9 PIN.
No problem there, Vern. You take her easy, and thanks again for checking in there this evening. VE1 or VE9. Jeez, I don't know why I can't get that 9 into my head here. I'll have to grab that hammer, see what happens there. VE9 VEA, VE1 CSE, Symmetry. All right, going to the top of the list here, Victor Echo 1, Delta Sierra Sierra. Good evening, Craig. VE1 CSE, standing by for you.
Yeah, thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing that, Robert. Yeah, it's Craig of Antigonish County here. Yeah, we didn't get dumped on too bad last night. I expected to see a foot this morning, and I got maybe 3 or 4 inches of slush. The ground's not frozen, so that makes it really difficult to either plow or do anything with. And it's supposed to get warm by the weekend, so we shoveled where we had to, and we're going to drive off the rest of it and see what that does for us anyway. Nothing further from here. Say 7-3 to everybody, and everybody have the great rest of the week. VE1 DSS.
VE1 DSS, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Craig. Loud and clear signal there, and glad to have you on board this evening. Yeah, it's funny how the snow affected different areas of the province, totally different from other areas which are even close by. Weird stuff. Anyway, glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. VE1 DSS, VE1 CSE, 7-3. Over to Joe and next, Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE on cadet, VE1 JS. Good evening, Rob. I tried to check in earlier, and I should remember that when I've been using my linear on HF, I have to restart the laptop that runs Wires X. They don't like each other. Hi. 7-3 for all. We'll look for you again next week. VE1 CSE in the net, VE1 JS. 7-3. Good night.
VE1JS, VE1CSE, good evening to you, John. Loud and clear, doing great there. You have yourself a good sleep there, and thank you very much for checking in, sir. Greatly appreciated. I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. VE1JS, VE1CSE, 73. Over to Joe next, VE1 Golf Uniform Yankee, VE1CSE, good evening, sir.
VE1 CSE, VE1 GUI. Now, good evening there, Rob. Good evening to everyone else that's on the Fusion Net here tonight. Well, this was the fourth time I tried to get in. I started to give it up because I didn't know if I was putting out, was something wrong, or what's going on. So, I was going to ask you if I'm getting out or not, but I guess I must have got clobbered every time or something. I don't know just what happened. But anyway, I did the motions, keyed in, kept my key in before I even released and everything else. So I started to give it all up. I started to slow the microphone down and everything else. So I said, well, there you go. But I said, I'll give it another shot. So here we are. Thanks for calling me in, Rob. I guess everything going good here. Temperature's been up to 9 degrees here. Right now we got 3.6. It's going back down again. And I did see some rain in the rain clouds on my weather station, but little drizzle went by, but never mounted to too much. So anyway, what it is, it is. No snow. That's the main thing. Other than that, I guess everything's good. VE1 GUI, going clear. 73.
VE1GY, VE1CSE, good evening to you, Joe. Copy, you had +9 there today, and you're now currently at 3.6. Right, yeah, isn't it funny, although, still, when the sun hits the horizon going down, boys, it doesn't take long for the temperature to cool down. It kind of reminds me of a desert. You know, after the sun goes down, you're usually freezing to death. Anyway, glad to have you on board this evening there, Joe. Thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. Hopefully we'll hear you tomorrow morning for your check-in there. VE1GY, VE1CSE, 73. All right, we have a couple of dawns next. Victor Echo 1, Delta Echo Sierra, VE1CSE, good evening.
V1CSE, V1DES. Keep forgetting to leave a little pause after you drop your transmission. Thought I heard a mobile in earlier, but not certain. Anyway, been not bad. We've had a lot of rain. Still raining now. There's no snow on the ground. That's a good thing, and I don't want any of you fellas have either. Nothing else going on here. Say good evening to everybody on the net. Victor Echo 1, Delta Echo Sierra, St. 73.
VE1DES, VE1CSE, good evening to you, Don. Doing great there. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you a great and safe evening there. VE1DES, VE1CSE, 73. All right, next up, Dawn number 2. VE9CUV, VE1CSE, good evening.
Echo 1 CSE, this is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Good evening, Rob, and good evening to everybody on Fusion Net tonight. No traffic, just to check in and say hi, and hope everybody's having a good week. So, and more importantly, has a safe remainder of the week. So with that, Rob, I'll give it back to you. Victor Echo 1 CSE, this is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Thanks, Rob, for doing the net and calling me in.
VE9CUV, VE1CSE, good evening to you, Don. Doing great there from New Brunswick. Loud and clear signal there. And thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. You take her easy there, Don. BE9CUB, BE1CSE 73. All right, last on our worldwide list, Victor Echo 1, Mike Alpha Hotel, BE1CSE. Good evening, Michelle.
VE1CSE, this is VE9MAH. Good evening, Rob. Thank you for doing the net. No traffic, just giving you another check mark for the books, and wishing everybody a good week in 73. VE1CSE from VE9MAH.
VE9MAH, VE1CSE. Good evening, Michelle. You're doing great there, loud and clear. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. And hello back to you. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. And thank you for checking in. It's greatly appreciated. VE9MAH, VE1CSE 73. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. We are now going to start round 2. Boys, looks like I'll be putting in a little bit of overtime. Hey, that's all right. I get paid time and a half. Or double time and a half. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, hey, that double time and a half times 0 equals 0. There we go. Anyway, round 2. Any stations from Prince Edward Island? Any stations from BY2 Land wishing to check in? Please come down with your call sign. BE1CSE standing by for you. Alrighty, well, no stations for PEI, so we now go back to Nova Scotia. Any stations for Nova Scotia wishing to check in for the Maritime Fusion Net, please come down with your call sign. BE1CSE is standing by for you.
One Foxtrot, Sierra Mike.
And I have BE1 FSM. Are there any others in Nova Scotia? Last chance there, Nova Scotia stations, BE1 CSE standing by for you. Alrighty, well, hey Frank, you're checking number 30 this evening. BE1 FSM, BE1 CSE, good evening.
BE1 CSE, BE1 Foxtrot, Sierra Mike. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, everybody on net. And yeah, almost forgot all about the Fusion Net. Downstairs working away and come up for a little bit of a break before I finish off what I'm doing and went, hey, wait a minute. Robert's on tonight. Anyway, Robert, no real traffic, more or less popping in to say hello and giving you that mark for the book. So you have a good one. BE1 CSE, BE1 Foxtrot, Sierra Mike.
VE1 FSM, VE1 CSE, good evening to you, Frank. Doing great there. And I thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. You made check-in number 30, so we're doing pretty good here this evening. Hey, I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. And again, thank you for your check-in, sir. VE1 FSM, VE1 CSE 73. All right, round 2 for New Brunswick. Any other stations from New Brunswick? Oh, no, that's Nova Scotia. I almost said Nova Scotia in French. Anyway, Nouveau-Brunswick. There we go. Any other stations from New Brunswick? VE1 CSE is standing by for you.
V1 Tango United.
VE9 Papa Tango Golf.
New Brunswick stations, please come down with your call sign. VE1 CSE standing by. Alrighty, we also have a second station there. Hold this up, there we go. VE9 PTG. Alright, let's see, let's go over with Denny first there. Victor Echo 1, Tango Uniform, VE1 CSE, good evening.
VE1 CSE, this is VE1 Tango Uniform. Good evening, Rob. Well, we had snow like everyone else, but pretty well cleared up now and formed up a bit. So things, the street is bare, so I think that we're over this one. And I see next week we got some sunny days, so maybe that's the break we're looking for. Not too much going on here. Did a little bit of radio work today, and that's about all. Just another mark for your book. Back to you. This is a VE1 Tango United.
VE1 and GU, VE1 CSE, good evening, Denny. You're doing great there. Thank you very much for adding yourself to the books here, and greatly appreciate for your check-in, sir. And wish you a great and safe evening there. You take her easy. VE1 TU, VE1 CSE 73. All right, over to Pearlie and Fredericton there. Victor Echo 9, Papa Tango Golf, VE1 CSE, good evening.
VE1 CSE, VE9 PTG. Good evening, Rob. Everybody on the net. Not much going on here other than the snow. So just another bean for the jar. And wish everybody a good night. So back to you, Rob. VE9, Papa Tango Golf.
VE9 PTG, VE1 CSE, good evening, Pearlie. You're doing great there, loud and clear. And glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And I wish you and yours a great and safe evening there. VE9 PTG, VE1 CSE 73. Alright, at the bottom of the list, that closes out round 2. So now we put out a call, any stations anywhere. Any stations anywhere wishing to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net, please come down with your call sign, VE1 CSE, standing by. Final call. Alrighty, nothing heard, so I'll proceed now to close the net at this time, and we had a total of 32 check-ins this evening. From all of our current Maritime Fusion Net controllers, we would like to thank all of our esteemed amateurs who checked in this evening. We're also grateful to all the owners and clubs, as well as the maintenance crews of the repair nodes that are presently linked in tonight for helping us to expand the area for local ham operators to check in. Break. A recap of the net will be posted on the Maritime Fusion webpage at www.maarc.ca. Phonetically, whiskey, Mike, Alpha, Romeo, Charlie, Charlie, Alpha. Now that the net is concluded, I now return the repeaters of fusion nodes to normal service. This is VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion Net, signing off, wishing everyone a big 7-3, and above all, keep yourselves safe there. And we hope to hear from you again, all again there next week. VE1 CSE is clear.